live, matter of fact. And view on watch page. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, we should be live, I believe so. I started this a lot earlier. This was supposed to be yesterday, but I just figured I'd get this done. People could watch it later, and so forth and so on. The main thing is that we at least get this going. Oh my God, I found what I was missing. There we go. Amazing. Oh, don't start barking, Bella. She always got to bark every stream, it seems. Oh, well. Well, anyways, Game Line, how are you? Started a little earlier so some of our other friends can pop in and say hello. We're going to keep going with this. I really like this. I wanted to get this done yesterday, but boy, oh boy, it has not stopped raining in Florida for close to 10 days. We got hit by lightning. We had our cable go out 3 times. And the best part about it is that we upgraded our internet to the gigabyte service, which has not worked since we got it. So they finally got that fixed today. So it has been a trial and tribulation, that is for sure. Helen, how are you? Tim, how are you? Andrew, how are you? Game Line, of course, how are you? Listen, we're just going to have some fun with this. I'm really enjoying this. So we're going to kind of pick up where we left off. So what happened, you ask? Well, let me, first of all, move a couple things around here so I can... As you can see, I wanted to start this a little earlier. And, of course, I'm completely unprepared, which makes me, well, unprepared. Downriver Rick. Good to see you, James Brazil. How are you? You know, I've always decided that I was always going to just do things that I thought were fun, and we're gonna do a little bit more of that. I'm really gonna, like I said, I'm never a guy to do a cult of the new, but we are definitely just gonna have some fun with some things. So that's the way we plan on doing it. You can get this little masterpiece at BGG, Board Game Geek. I did a review for it. You'll see that, I believe, tomorrow. But I wanted to do the playthrough because I was just so excited over the game. I really enjoyed it. And I've been looking to go backwards instead of go forwards, it seems. I don't know. I can't explain it. Well, anyways, I'm going to take this book out of the way. And at times you'll see the book. Now, here's the grid that we have that we're going to be going back into the dungeons. How is Puggers holding up? Well, let's just bring up the Puggers thing. Puggers has an appointment tomorrow. You know, it depends what the doctor thinks. Let's just put it that way. We're willing to put in the work. It does take a lot of work, but, you know, we'll have to see. Definitely. We're hoping that, you know, he gets a clear... He's trying to walk. He's just not right. And at that age, he should be bouncing off the walls. He's trying... You know, he's got the heart of a lion, but, you know, I'll be honest with you, and if I had to say it, and since nobody's around here, I think they're going to suggest that we put little Puggers down, which is going to be heartbreaking. So we'll see how it goes. You know, we love the little guy. You know, we gave him the best he could, and he's been loved the last week or so. You know, all we can do is give him a fighting chance, and, you know, he wouldn't have had that, so we're going to do the best we can. But hey, we're here to play a game. Oh boy, I tell you, it's amazing. But we'll do the best we can. That's all we can do. All right, so here is the starting grid. Very cool. And here is what they call the handy dandy sheet. So basically, we go off everything here. Now, we've already did the first adventure. If you saw it and you liked it, then I'm sure that you are going to like this one. I made a few mistakes on the way. I think I'll be able to correct them here. And we'll see how we'll do. But we still have our character, so I left him just the way he was. And we still have all the stuff that we got. Now, because we completed that mission, I did not put in that we get 50. Now, I'm trying to write sideways, so just bear with me, folks. We got 50 gold, and that's for sure. Boom. All right. Just remember that unless the quest specifies states that you need to find an objective. Yeah, I made that mistake. I wanted to fix that. We could not find monster parts. We cheated it a little bit, but we also cheated ourselves in taking as much damage as we did. Because it turns out I have a kite shield. And what that shield does is it actually blocks that much damage I'm getting. Now, every time it blocks damage, I have to put if I use it to block damage, I have to put a damage counter in it. If I fill it up, it's damaged and it's gone. So there you go. That's something we did not do as well. There's a couple things that we got to pick up, but we're going to get there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yes, I know. We messed it up, Bella. I don't know what to tell you. It's just the way things go. First of all, these are the two worst dice that I've ever had in my life because we couldn't roll anything on those. And I'm going to look in the back here, see if I got any dice in here. By the way, we are in our sitting room where we will be all the way until... Oh, Miss Mimi has just come home. So all is right in the world. And we can go on. But we are definitely going to be here. You're going to see all the reviews and everything that I do. No, they're not really reviews, but you're going to see them out here. It's a solo adventure. Yes, we're going to try to do as many solo adventures as we humanly possible. All right, so we completed that, and we're going to say that we completed it, of course, even though I think we kind of messed up a little bit, but we'll get through that. Not a big deal. We did take a beating. I bought 4 AD, but I am thinking so far this is better one, honestly. I'll be honest with you. I really like this. And what's the worst cost of this? It's free. I was looking for some place that we can donate some money to this guy or something because to come down with something like this is really remarkable. All right, but hey, let's get going. I want to at least get an hour in, and we'll keep on doing this. And I think it's until people say, hey, I had enough. Right, here we go. So, before a quest, the player must perform a number of tasks in preparation for the forthcoming adventure. The reputation plays a great part in this procedure, and the higher it is, the better choices the character has. So, our reputation is 1. So, what does that mean? Man, we suck. Plain and simple. First thing, refresh tracks. Remove all key levers from their tracks. So we had gotten a lever, so we're going to remove that. We got no keys because we couldn't even key a car. That's how bad we were. All right. By the way, Nathaniel, good to see you, my friend. So, okay, refresh the time track, which I did. I erased it all. You do not need to eat food or use oil. Remove any objectives, which we did. The character may seek service of a healer to remove poison pips for 40 gold each. Okay. Well, we made money. Okay. Remove. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Poison, 40 pips, and disease for 65 gold pieces, and restore lost HP for 40 gold each. Great. We can repair items. You can repair each pip of damage an item has sustained by spending 1/5 of the item's total value rounded. Remove pip. Okay. Easy enough, Bella. Example. An item's worth 120 gold pieces. Would cost each pip 24. Holy cow. Hey, Bella. Bella. You know this is a typical stream of mine when she saw a squirrel. You know, she's a bad dog, Tammy.
She's not a bad dog. Don't you call her a bad dog.
I just called her a bad dog. Oh, my goodness. What now? Alright, we're just going to ignore that as well. What a great start to this stream. Unbelievable. What orange stream wouldn't start this way? Okay, so an example worth An item worth 120 gold would cost each pip 24 gold pieces. Most items have a repair cost listed for your convenience, which they do right here. So we know what we can repair, and we want to repair some of these things anyways. We can buy items. Some items are essential and need to be equipped for the next adventure. You can buy a maximum of 20 plus your reputation. So we can, with a reputation of 1, we can buy 1 item. The designer is working on an upgraded version. I don't know why. I think this is great. The system lends itself to the community being able to really add to it. I agree with that. Coming soon to the drive-thru. Oh, is it? Well, there you go. So table R required by paying the gold costs listed and adding them to the appropriate sections of your character sheet. We can search markets. We can train. We don't have enough to train. We don't have enough for magic tuition. And we're not empire building. We're just going through the training missions right now. Searching the markets. You can roll on your reputation. We're really not going to be able to do anything. And decided on roll twice. Oh, so we can roll on a table once. Well, maybe we should do that. So let's go to armor table. I believe I have it out. Now, I did something to make things a little bit easier here. And I let out, like I said, I have all these things laminated, which was fun to do. Okay. Played more than a dozen games new to me. Games at Gateway. It was so much fun playing multiplayer games, but my brain is mush. Well, no, I'm not going to say it. Blame the Alpha, Sue. So, we have the weapons here. We would be able to roll once either on this chart or the armor chart. And I'm trying to decide what to roll on because I do have something for my legs. I have a good kite shield, and I have a mail shirt. So a better weapon might help. If I could find a one-handed weapon, that might help me. So here's what we're going to do. I think we're going to do that first, and then we're going to... Well, do we do that last? Or do we have to do this in order? It doesn't say that we have to do these in order. So, we can do these any order. So, I'm going to say that we're going to search the markets. That's the first thing that we're going to do. Well, actually, we should sell all our stuff first. And all the stuff that we got on our adventure. So let's do that first. So we got 50 gold for the win. I have a drain life scroll, which I don't need. Cure lesser disease. Now I'm going to drink that now. Okay. And what that's going to do is going to get rid of all my disease for 130 gold. Because it only gets rid of 2 pips. So now we've gotten rid of the disease problem that we have. Cost me money, but I'm not happy about it. But we do what we must. All right. We have 2 skulls, which equals $32. So it's time to do a little bit of math here. Let's get me out of the way. There we go. So we got 2 skulls, which we are going to completely erase out of here, which cost 32 bucks. All right, so we got 32. We've got 50 gold pieces, which we're going to hold on to for a minute until we decide to spend them. We got 18 bucks for the heart. And then we have the drain life spell for 200. So that's going to help us. So 80, watch somebody figure it out before I do. 82, 90, 100. There we go. I think I'm right. 40, 50. Yep. So that's 300 bucks. So we're going to get rid of, let's just get rid of this. So we have $300. So what are we going to do with our $300? Gold, I'm just going to take that out because we're going to put it up in the gold pieces. We got that for completing the mission. Make sure you have plenty of eraser or plenty of sheets to rewrite everything on. That's the best way to do things. Also, the hit location chart is combat for you or enemies. Seems like it was just you since it's specific. Yeah, I caught that too. Specify the belt check as an option. The rules are in the car. I need to pull the... Yeah, I made it. Like I said, I made a couple of mistakes, but we got through it. We did all right. I have 3 potions. 3 potions on belt. Should 3 potions on the belt be 1 per slot? I'm wondering about that too. But we can worry about that. Okay, so anyways, we've got 300 gold. So the first thing that we want to do is, it says here that we can heal. We need to repair things. So lost hit points are 40 gold. 40 gold each. 40. So we got 300. So she whizzes. Well, do I spend all my gold on that? So getting myself up to 20 life should... Oh, God. I'm better off drinking one of those lesser potions that gives me 4. Am I not? So 40, 80, 120. All right, let's try to bring down some of these here first. So for the kite shield, I'm going to pay 20. And that's going to bring us down to 280. So we're at 300 here. Oh, let me make it so you guys can see it. So now we're at 280. All right. So the kite shield is completely ready to go. The broadsword, the mail, that's going to be $24. So that would make it 2,056. So that's going to give our mail shirt everything that we need here. I'm not worried about the weapon yet. This here would be 12 a piece. And that would be another $24, which would be, that would put us at 34. Yes, that would put us at 234 gold pieces to heal that all the way up. All right, so we look pretty good so far. Now, oil, we should be all right. Food, we should be fine. We have plenty of picks. Oh, I see what it says. 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, 7 to 8. I think I get how that works. Yeah, I'm not criticizing. As Rob says, he is learning and making mistakes so we don't have to. I'm super glad to be a part of this community, and ditto on the respect for doing it live. Yeah, well, it's not easy to do it live. And, you know, I never worry about what people think. That's for doggone sure. By the way, hit that like button. How'd you like that one, Dave? Okay. Oh, wait. No, I think you could put them all in one slot. But that's a D10. So you would roll to see what you lost. That makes sense. So I'm going to drink one of these because I believe that you can do all that. Yeah, why wouldn't you? Or I'm going to save these. I'm just going to call HP Potions. There we go. And what I can do is I can buy 120 would be 3, 4, 5. I can buy 5 hit points for $220. Yeah, let's do that. Let's try to do that and then use the potion as an emergency on our next adventure. We have the gold pieces. We're not gonna run with them anyways. Let's just stick with what we got from now on. So we would have 20. That would be. Oh man. Yeah. So 120, that leaves us with 14 gold. So that's what we're going to have. We're going to have 14 gold pieces. That's why they call this the training missions. All right, so there we go. We seem to be pretty well off right there. That's the way we're going to start, folks. Live out with minimal prep. It is what we... Well, you know, you try to prep as much as you can. Doug Herring is the only other guy who is willing to do a live play with minimal prep. It is what we do at our tables at home. Yeah, I believe I should try to do that, but, you know, also I do try to take a look at things, and so I have an understanding, so I'm not sitting there like I've done a couple times and go, oh, I got to thumb through the book. That would be a bore fest. But, you know, we do try. Are we any good at it? Nah, we stink. Let's just face it. But this channel isn't here to be popular or one of the darlings of the internet. We're just here to have some fun. And if people like it, great. If people don't, well, you can always tell me about it in person and see how it does for you. That's my thought. We could talk about it. We could do whatever. All right, so this weapon chart, I think I would have to pay for it if I roll on the chart. So I'm going to look real here one more time. I want to make sure. Search the markets. Roll on the table with the gold symbol a number of times equal to the character's reputation. Choose one item to buy. To buy. So we spent all our gold healing up. So that isn't happening. All right. So I think we're ready to go. So that's the stuff that you do to get ready. So we did that. Let's just run through it one more time. We refreshed all our tracks. We repaired our items. We sold items. We buyed require items, which we didn't because we're going to go down one more time. We searched the markets. We trained. Magic tuition. Empire building. There we go. There we go. All right. Well, guess what? You know what time it is. It's time to pick a quest. Well, we did the first one. Now the first couple here, you can pick the training quest. I don't know if we should do that or we should roll on the chart and be dangerous. I mean, that's really dangerous. That's kind of gutsy to go down there after the beating that we took. And we did take a beating. And just go, hey, let's do this. Let's go fight something. You know, we could do that. We could do that. I agree. We could do that. We could do it. All right, quest. We could do dungeon. I'm going to leave it up to you guys where we go next. Hold on. Let's see. Said letting the game unfold and reveal itself rather than nail it down immediately. Very true, Nathaniel. But at least you have to try to nail some of it down. Static display. What's up, my brother? That is why I support Rob and Doug on Patreon. Well, thank you. I appreciate it more than you'll ever know, guys. All right, so anyways. So need the training. Oh, yeah, I know. All right, so here's the thing. We can do dungeon training 2, 3, 4, or 5. Or we could really get dangerous and roll on this objective chart. Nah, that'd be too distant. I'll tell you what. What we're gonna do is we're gonna roll 1d10, and that's gonna determine out of the 5 that we do because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We won't do this. Well, no, we'll do the first one again if we have to. So let's do that. Let's do one more training, and then after that, because I'll keep going with this. I don't care. I'll do this once a week. It'll be fun. I like this kind of stuff. And we'll see how this guy can progress along while the dog licks my leg. All right, we're going to roll, and it is a 4. So the funny thing, with all that decision and time wasting, believe it or not, we are doing Dungeon Training Mission 2. So what we have to do is loot 3 weapons. So we're looking for 3 weapons here. All right, there we go. Weapons. All right, so that pretty much spells that out for us. Okay, so we always start. Oh, wait a minute! I got to get a new chart. Gotta get a new chart. That's the back side of the chart. Hold on. Oh, good thing I got one right here. Good thing I got one right here. Okay, there we go. There we go. See, nice new chart. So we're gonna go 3. I'll tell you what really doesn't help is trying to write sideways. First of all, I don't write well to begin with. My wife hates my handwriting, but we're going to try to do it sideways. It's okay, Tam, you can say it. So, we have our encounter chart over here. We got everything we need here. Okay, so now here we go. So, we're ready to go. And here's what's going to happen. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to adjust any equipment. No, we don't need to adjust any equipment. I saw there was somewhere where it got 3 weapons in the first room. Totally lucky rolls. Wow, that would be cool. That would be neat. And that way, that'd be like a great wrap to this. Okay, we're all set. Let's go. All right, so anyways, let me back this out a little bit here. Just a little bit. Because I'll be able to walk you guys through it. Don't worry. We're all good. We're all good. All right, so the first part of our turn is adjust our equipment, which we did. Now the time track. Now, of course, we have the time track. So we're going to burn an oil right off the bat, which is just awesome. I should have accounted for that, but I did not. So we're going to put a 1. Again, we're just in training missions. Well, hopefully we make enough gold in this one that we do. Now also we're minus 40 still on our quest thing. The reward is going to be 50 gold if we can complete this. But we got to get those 3 weapons. And those 3 weapons we can sell, which is just as good anyways. So, there we go. So, we did our time track. Choose the exits. Now, because we're coming in here, and we're coming in hot. And we always come in through here. So, we always build our dungeon like so. So, we're coming down our path. And there's stairs here. Man, look at that drawing. Boy, Tammy, I can draw some stairs. Choose to move through and rotate the map. Okay, so now this is the part where we have to get to our way, or the way that we're going. And again, here we go. Here is our table, and we are going to roll. Godslavar. Hi, I really appreciate you doing these playthroughs. Thank you. You're welcome, my friend. That's what we're here for. It's fun. Just have fun. All right, so we're going to roll on these 2 wonderful dice. Let's see how bad things can go right off the bat. 84. That's awesome. 84. 84. So 84 is this room right here. All right, time to break out my drawing skills. Bella said, 84. Didn't you draw that last time? No, Bella, I did not draw that last time. So I'm going to really, really try to be creative and just mimic this entire room so it's absolutely perfect. So you guys say, wow, that looks just like the book. Or you just might say, oh my God, this guy, he paints? Really? Okay, that almost comes over there. There's a little notch here. See, here's 84 right there, by the way, folks. And if you are drawing at home, that's how you draw room number 84. All right, now 84 is a red room, which we're going to put a little pink thing there. We'll just call it pink. How's that? Pink. Which is not good because we have to roll on the encounter chart right away. Yes, bad things happen to good people. Especially in this game. So now, it is minus 40 on whatever we roll here. Now, we were rolling high. And that was a little tough. Love your definition. All right, here we go. And 41, so that means that's awesome because we minus the 40, and that means, guess what? We're going to be having some fun with those giant rats who have disease and pack. Oh, boy. Well, let's get out our chart, because this kind of makes a difference in each adventure, and we have to fill this all the way out. I don't think it's each encounter you face to the combat track. If you or a monster escapes, remove the monster from the track, leaving only the defeated on the track. If you happen to defeat a monster that has a reward, immediately gain that reward. Okay, so we are going to fight some rats. So we're going to put the rats in here. Now they have that pack ability. So even though they have a attack value of 25, but because there are 3 of these guys, and their damage is -2, so they're -2 on their damage, and there are 3 of them, and they are, I'm just going to write it out and I'll show you guys, 3, 2, and 2. Okay, they have no defense value because they're rats. Rats don't have any defense value. But they have a thing called pack. And let's take a look at this, and just so you guys know, I believe I have, boy, I thought I had this all spread out real nice. I did. I really did. Treasure, treasure, cucumber. Oh, here. Put that over there. On the other side of the weapon is the weapon. Over here is the find. Okay, this is where I did not do that. I had one with all the abilities on it. How about that? That's the encounter one. Bear with me, folks. Oh, there it is. I knew it was on the other side of the chart. Okay, so pack ability. At the start of each combat round, each monster still alive beyond the first adds 5 to his attack value. So we have 3. So beyond the first, there's 2. So it's 5, 10. So they have an attack value of 35 that they have to roll under. We just got to, you know what? We're going to turn that right there because we're not worried about the treasure thing at all. So our encounters, we got that. And we have this one, which we leave out anyways. Okay, so here we go. It's on like Donkey Kong. We are facing some rats in here. This is not cool. So we're going to make our little rat here. And hopefully we can kill him. There's his tail. He's got little feet. And then he kind of looks like Mickey Mouse. But he's not as nice. There he is. And there's 3 of those guys in there. All right, so now we go up to our encounter chart. Now, again, for those of you who haven't watched this, okay, I'm just making sure nothing happened in the chat. For those of you that have not watched this, well, here's how combat works. Everything happens simultaneously. So even though if we kill all the rats in our first shot, they still get an attack back. But before we even attack, we roll on a reaction chart. So we're going to take 1 D10 and we're going to roll a 4. That's just a normal attack. So nothing special happens. There's certain things that can happen. They can try to take off and stuff like that. And you can take damage and then, you know, they can get away and it'll all be for nothing. Okay, so that happened. We rolled on the chart, so it's just a normal attack. Now because our strength, and let's go down here so I can explain this. Because our strength is 50, we have to roll under a 50 to be able to attack. We also, because we are at 50, we get a special ability, which is Mighty Blow. And that means anytime I roll a 6, well, guess what? We're going to get to hit this guy again. Well, we're going to roll again. But first of all, we got to hit this guy to begin with. And 44, perfect. That's a great start. So 44. Now I'm hitting with a broadsword, so I've already done 1 damage to him because I get a +1 to that broadsword. We should have probably tried to get a better sword, but we're looking for weapons, so let's hope that we can get one. So we're going to fight these rats. I'm going to roll on a D6. Let's see what happens. Hopefully something good. We rolled a 5. So +1 is 6. So we're going to do 6 points of damage. So here's what happens. This first guy dies for 3. So that leaves 3 more damage. Then we're going to roll over and kill this guy for 2. But we still have 1 point. That rolls over and hits this guy, which means there's 1 point of damage for the rats. And all we have to do is just hit him once and he is dead. Pretty awesome, isn't it? Yes. Here's the problem. They get to go. Now, the modifier does not change until the beginning of the round, so they still have to roll under a 35. Let's hope they don't. And they roll an 81, so they completely whiff, which is excellent. So that would end an entire round. Now next round, because there's only one, it goes down to 25 that they would have to roll under. And believe me, I can roll under 25 very easily. So now we go back to our chart once again. And there's some things that can happen. So let's hope that we just roll good enough to just keep them attacking. And we do. It's just another plain attack. We have to roll underneath 50. We have to finish these guys off and do them wrong. They need to, let's face it, they need to die. Oh, 87. For the love of Mike. All right, well, the rats get to attack back and they have to roll under 25. And, well, wouldn't you figure it? They do. 19. Not cool. But here's the thing. They attack with disease. That's if they succeed and hit me. Alright, so roll the damage. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. I forgot to roll their location. Let's back up. On D10, this is 1 through 10. I forgot to roll the monster's location. Where I hit him. 3. It could make a difference. 1, 2, 3. It did. So that last thing doesn't happen. I hit the rats in the torso. So it would have been +1. So those rats are gone. Good thing I caught myself. That was a last minute save there. Whew. So let me just explain everything. You know what the problem is? I'm reading this sideways. So what happens is we roll on the chart. Okay, then I roll to see if I hit. I add the strength plus the weapon strength. Okay, and then what happens is that does 6 damage. But I also roll on this chart to see the hit location. Okay, it could be +3 or it could be -1. It could be a belt check. There's all kinds of different things that can happen when you do this. Sometimes there's just things that just happen. So if they hit me, they would have rolled on a D6 and they could have done additional damage, like to my head if they hit me, rolled a 1. -1s. There's -1s that can take damage away, or there's just nothing that can happen at all. So we would just have to see how that worked. So that's the way that would go. So I'm going to check myself and slow down and make sure that we do it. But the most important thing is that we defeated the rats. Now, the rats have, well, they have a reward. And what's that reward? Well, that means we get to roll on the parts table. So this is where we have to break out the book. So that's the loot. So we're going to roll. After we kill the last one, we're going to roll on the parts table and see what we get to put in our backpack. Because, hey, if you're going to kill something, you might as well get the parts with it too, right? Right? I mean, that's the way I see it, at least. So, parts. After maps, there comes parts. All right, so let's take a look at this. All right, so here's our parts table. So we're going to roll, and hopefully we get something really cool. Now, add the monster's name in front of the part rolled as a prefix. So we are going to get a rat 54 brain. Very nice. It's worth 19 gold. Many of the foolish believe eating brains is brain food. Duh. How stupid. So we've got a rat brain, which is very cool. That's a good way to start because it is 19 gold and we do need gold. All right, Ron, what'd you do with that piece of paper there? You took that. I put that under there so we wouldn't run it over. And what happened to our inventory sheet? Only me, huh? There's that, and that. I must have dropped the inventory sheets in that. That's all right. We can make it, because we spent everything in the inventory sheet. Why don't we just get a new one? Which makes more sense. All right. That way it looks a little cleaner. So we have one rat brain. And it's worth 19 gold. All right. There we go. Any notes that we have or anything like that? So we're going to put that there so we don't lose it again. We're going to put that there so we keep it together. And here's the backpack right there, right where it should be. I'm awesome. Awesomely bad. All right, there. All right, so we can search this room now. And when we search a room, we're going to go roll on the find table. So we're going to, at the very end of our actions, because we just got through fighting, okay, areas are mapped, any features or anything, so forth and so on, we rolled on that table. And then optional, search area, roll on F, find table, mark map S to show searched, new turn. Okay, so we're gonna, you betcha we're gonna search that. So we're gonna put a little S there and a circle so that we know that it's already searched, and we're gonna get going. Nathaniel's Rob's more of a painter. I always liked being a map drawer in D&D. Well, I'm trying to draw the map the other way. Not much for drawing, Rob. I'm trying here. Come on, guys. No, actually, I'm pretty good at drawing. It's just I'm trying to draw sideways, which is kind of weird to me. All right. Well, maybe I'm not. People always think they're good at things. Some people think they're good at singing. I know I'm not good at singing. Okay, so here we go. We're going to roll on this chart. Let's see what happens, what we find. There could be some good stuff. There could be bad stuff. Let's hope for something good for once. Wouldn't that be nice? I think so. 57. Now, because it was a particular room, I have to minus off a certain amount. See, this is something that we did not do last time that I did catch in time. So playing the game does give you some familiarity to it, but because the colors are blocked out, I just want to make sure that we do it right. So on the find chart, okay, so pink, it's minus 10, so it would be 47. Oh no, it's plus 10 to roll for a pink room. So that's a 67. I'm sorry. So here we go, 67. So what do we get? 67. Okay, over here. First of all, we have to mark off one bit of time. All right, so there is a time cost here for 67. So that was an empty slot, so we're going to mark off some time. And in 67, we're going to, on one of the walls behind a badly hung curtain, you find a small lever. When you pull it, you hear a rumbling from somewhere in the dungeon. Shade one lever pip. Oh, so we got a lever. That may help us later on. So we're going to shade that lever pip. There we go. All right, so that wasn't totally bad. All right, so we're going to keep going north here because this is the only opening that we have. So you know what that means, folks. We're going to come back, and we are going to, well, as it states, we're going to adjust any equipment. We're going to time track. We have to shade the time track. Awesome. So here's the time track. So just when we start wanting to go forward, well, unfortunately, we're going to have to make a check. And I believe for that, on the time track, it's if we roll under a 4, then we're going to have to deal with another encounter in that room, which would not be a very good thing to do, since we just kind of got going here. And I'll be honest with you, we can use a little bit of a break here. Time track, page 14. I just want to double check, make sure I'm right. The chance, if it's equal or below the number shown, a monster appears. Oh, come on. Let's just roll something high so we can just move to the next room. Oh, 3. Of course. Well, looks like we're rolling on the encounter track. Right? Kind of makes sense. It's me. Nothing goes well. Nothing goes well. So, we are going to roll on the encounter track. So, once again, it's minus 40. 80, so it's a 42, which means it's going to be something nasty. It's a Goblin Warlock. What? Alright. So, this guy is going to be one of those guys that means business. A Goblin Warlock. Oh, boy. So, we're going to write down Goblin Warlock. What does this guy do? Probably kick the crap out of me. It's a good way to die. Alright, so let's write it down. So I'm going to tell you what a Goblin Warlock does. He has a defense of 1. So that means everything I roll against him, he's going to beat. Damage, he does minus 1 damage. He has 7 hit points. Okay, he has Pack and Dark Magic. Ooh, what does that mean? He has 30. Oh, so if there was more than one Goblin Warlock, there is not. Table I kill I/TA. So if we beat him, we're going to be able to roll on ITA, 1 TA, for the treasure. So, well, let's see what happens here. So we're going to put that aside. So here we go. Time to fight the Goblin Warlock that's in here. Just put a little W for him. Hear that? Or, see, I'm going to draw him, and then we're going to have his hands out, and he's going to have a little wand, and he's going to have his little goblin head with his ears, and then he's going to have that. We're going to make his dress a little bit better, because he's a Goblin Warlock. There we go. And he's wearing a cloak. There we go. So there's our Goblin Warlock. Let's see. Let's hope that he gets erased real quick. Get it? Gets erased real quick. So, anyways, we're going to roll on the chart again. So let's see what happens. Let's bring this down so you guys can see. Killer Rabbit, what's up? Nice drawing of Justin. Spot on. Hey, Mark, how are you? Good to see Mark. Oh, dears. Rob's luck would improve 5 folds if all the enemies were named the Jarl. That is correct. Oh, boy. All right, so anyways, we're going to roll on this chart. Let's see. Let's hope that it's nothing serious. Well, it's a 9. If damaged, last round, escape. Well, he isn't, so he's fine. Why couldn't we roll that 9 before, right? All right, so let me just get this out of the way. And that old backpack goes out of the way. And this goes here. I guess some people are opposed to me playing this game for some reason. Oh well, whatever. Okay, so we are going to go over our sheet again. So we rolled that. So now roll on the reaction chart. Now I'm going to roll and hopefully hit this guy. I got to hit this guy. Oh, man. I got to get under 50. I do, 21. See how I just kind of... That's maybe the key there. All right, we got a 21. So we're going to do 1 damage to him. But also he has a defensive one. So we're already with our broadsword. Okay, so now let's hopefully we can roll something good. Remember, on a 6 we get to roll another die. Oh, and we rolled a 2. Well, that wasn't good. So 2 plus 1 is 3. But now we're going to roll on the hit location chart. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh man, come on. Oh, we roll a D10 for this. Come on. Roll low. Oh, we rolled a 10, so it's -1. So it's -2 because he has a defense. So we did 1 damage to him after all that. Wow, that was pretty... Well, that was pretty bad, to be honest with you. So we're going to bring that down to 6. Oh, boy. Now, we do have to look up, now that it's his turn, he does have a thing called dark magic. Spellcasters found in a dungeon have attuned themselves with dark magic. Roll 1d10 at the start of each combat round to see which magic spell they will use for the round. Well, I probably should have done that to begin with, but I didn't read it. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we're just going to roll, and it is 1. So Dark Strike, plus 20 monsters armor value. Oh boy, but oh wait a minute, hold on. But if he does that, oh god, Death Bolt, character loses 2 HP. Evil Touch, monsters plus 2 to damage. Oh, okay, all right. So it's plus 20, so he needs a 50 as well. Wouldn't that be nice if we rolled an 85 right now? No, we rolled a 73, which is just as good, but that could have been real bad. Wow, that wasn't cool. So now we come back up, and we are going to go to our chart here. And the first thing we're going to do is we are going to roll on this chart. So let's see if it is a normal attack. 4, it's a normal attack, so we're fine. Whew, boy, we barely missed that. Comcast cable guy, new name for the terrible ogre. Yeah, there you go. And he is a jerk. Oh, you love the emoji of puggers. Yes, if you are a sponsor, you can have the puggers emoji. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so now this is when we roll for his dark magic. So let's see what he ends up with. He's going to end up with 4, which is Shadowy Cloak, plus 4, monster's defense. Are you kidding me? So now he's plus 5. So somehow we've got to catch a break here. It doesn't matter if we can't hit him, which we're really not that lucky in hitting this guy. 67 doesn't matter. We don't hit him. He rolls. We have to roll under 30 for him. And it's a 100, which is no problem. And nothing happens that round. So now we go to the next round. We're going to roll on our handy dandy sheet here. And it is a 3, which is just a normal attack. We're going to see what spell he does is 1, which means he gets plus 20 to his attack value. So he's going to be rolling a 52. So, oh boy, I got to hit this guy now. And I do with a 34. All right. Now, he does not have that plus 5. He's only got plus 1. Let's see if we can do anything here. 4, which is good. Okay, that comes up to a 5. But now we have to roll on the location chart. Like I said, 1 to 5, and then 6 to 10. Let's hope that we get something low. Because right now we're at 5 plus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we hit him in the arms. That doesn't do anything to him. Whew. So he has 1 defense, so we're going to do 4 damage to him. So he's down to 2. But can we survive a hit from him? That's a big thing right there. So he's down to 2. Oh, he's -1 damage. So let's keep that in mind too. So now it's his go. He's at 50. Let's hope we roll high here. And we do 60 on the money. which saves us. So nothing happens. So we come back to the top of our chart again. Game line has a rules update. Okay, hold on. Oh, step 3, the combat instructs you to do damage to the monster and not roll on the location. Steps 4 and 5 instruct the hit location chart to be rolled, but that's just the monster attacking you. Oh, okay. I thought, well, okay. It didn't hurt anything, so we're all right. Roll the damage dice, D6, and the location dice, D10 together. Okay. To hit the monsters or hit me? There you go. The soon-to-be winner of the Summer Olympics. Puggers. Maybe I am wrong. Okay, let's see what it is. That is what it says in the rules. Okay, so which one is it? So the location and the damage mod are in the same table but 2 different steps. Now we're trying to make sure that we get this right for you guys. I thought I had it right. I don't see where the difference is if you roll them separately. Because you have this that you roll first. Then we roll to see if we hit, which we did, and then you roll the location to see where the hit is. To hit the monsters. Oh, okay, so you roll them both at the same time. Okay, we can do that. So, now, we're going back to the top again. So, we're going to roll on the reaction chart. If I'm doing something wrong, spell it out, Larissa. I think you are right, Rob. Okay, I am right. Thank you. 3, so it's a normal attack. Not too bad. Now, with him and his dark magic, we have to see what kind of spell he's going to be using. Hopefully it's not that 3 or 4 thing. No, it's 5, which is probably even worse. Evil touch. +2 to monster's damage. Okay, now, I've got to finish this dude off. I have to get under a 50 here. Have to. Look on the sheet. Number 3. Roll the damage dice and the location dice to apply the damage modifier to the location rolled, the weapon damage modifier, if any, and any damage bonus provided by equipment. Then deduct the monster's defense, the remaining numbers, the HP. Yeah, it's either way it can go. I mean, I just do it for the camera, more or less. So you can see, I can explain, okay, this, and so forth and so on. So, now I'm messed up. Did I hit him already? Oh, no. I'm rolling to see if I hit him. Okay. So we need to roll under a 50. That's why we check it. Oh, 15. All right, so I hit him. So we'll do it one time the way everybody says to do it. Now, I roll the damage and the location die. And it's a 1 and a 2. So, okay. So a 2 is +2. Okay. And a 1 is 3. And the weapon is 4. So we're doing 4 damage to him. But, in all fairness, he has a defensive 1. So subtract that. So we're doing 3 damage to him. He has 2 hit points left. He is dead. But, even though he's gone, and he has entered the afterlife, I have news for you folks. He still gets a shot at me. And he gets +2 to his damage roll. So let's see what happens. He has to roll under a 30. He does not. 82. That dude is dead, dead, dead. So what does that mean? Well, first of all, it means that he's dead and that we're going to get something here, which is very good. So, whew, boy, we've been real lucky here. All right, so now we're going to go to our treasure. All right, that's C, that's B, and that's A. TA, no, that's not the one that we're looking for. So I have to go to the treasure area in the back because it says on here, if we defeat our good friend, which is our Goblin Warlock, that we are going to roll on table, oh no, that's Goblin Warlock, table 1, TA. Okay, let me just make sure that's not the one I'm thinking of. 1 TA. TV. And TA. Alright. Is there a 1 TA? Let's just make sure. Hold on. No, spells. Spells. I know that there's a different chart that they hide. Weapons. Weapons. Alright. Okay. Good. Alright. Wanted to make sure I'm right. So, once again, we're going to move this out of the way. We're going to go right here and we're going to roll on this chart. We're going to roll our D100, of course, and let's see what we get. Hopefully we get something cool. Hopefully it's a weapon of some sort. And we get a 13. Now there's no modifier, so 13. Brew of finer intelligence, +5 intelligence for you on your next die roll. Well, that's not going to help a guy like me. But we're going to put it in our backpack anyways. And it was worth the kill. So we got him. We killed him. So let's get our backpack out. Let's get Sir Seahawk out of the way. The brew of finer intelligence. So sorry, folks. We have a brew reference here. Brew. Gents. And that is worth, the brew of finer intelligence is worth 75 gold. So that's kind of like winning 75 bucks if we sell it. So, all right. Excellent. All right. We've been trying to leave this room. We have not been able to leave this room. It has been a struggle. So, once again, let's put our chart over there. Let's bring our other big chart here. Let's put our treasure chart over here. Okay, I'm going to take a look at the chat real quick. Very cool game. Definitely going to try to get it. Yes, you must. By the way, hello, Killer Rabbit. I'm sorry I didn't say hi to you before. I feel bad now. Just downloaded from BGG. Made it back for the second half. Reminds me of the old days. It sure does. And I did a review for it. I think it comes out tomorrow. Need to check out and go study. All right, bro. Take it easy. I'm making sure that everything's right here. Okay, good. And what we're going to do is, I think we're going to do one more turn since we're almost done. Well, we'll see how far we can go. All right. So now we're going to adjust any equipment. We didn't get any equipment to adjust. We're going to mark off something on the time track, which I just did. So we marked off the time track. Now we are going to go through our exit. We're going to roll final. We're going to roll finally on our thing. There's no doors that we have to negotiate, which is pretty good. And we're going to have to roll on our map chart. So let's see what happens here. All right. So we're going to roll 2d6. I mean 2d10. And we rolled a 32. Boy, I need those. All right. So now we're going to draw this yellow. So there's nothing going on in this particular area. But we're going to do this. And there's no door there, so we don't have to worry about that. That's pretty cool. I'm trying to really kind of draw the squiggly line so you guys get the real feel of this magnificent area here. And little dino head there. There we go. There we go. And then the dino body. There we go. If we put little eyes there, that would be kind of cool. Yellow. All right. So we're going to put that down there, and we're going to circle it. And that's going to take us there. So we're in here right now. So what's going to happen is we're going to perform a search action. Yes, we can search here too, because there's nothing going on in this room, which is fine. So we're going to perform a search and hopefully find what we can. Now, a yellow room gets no modifier. None. 0. Let me just make sure of that. I believe that is true. But I have been known to fabricate it. So we're going to, okay, find. Yellow is absolutely no modifier to the roll. So we are going to just roll and hopefully get something really, really awesome. All right. 72. 72. What's that? You clear some debris to find a piece of armor. Roll one time on table A, armor, plus 15 to find out which armor it is. Well, well, well. We're going to be rolling for some armor, and we're going to have a plus 15 to it as well. So let's go to the armor chart. What's nice is they put everything alphabetically here. So we're going to find ourselves a piece of armor that we could possibly negotiate and put on. So it's plus 15 whatever I roll. So hopefully we roll high. 84 plus 15. That's 94. 99. Plate mail girdle with 4 defense. Wow. That's actually pretty good. All right. Okay. I'm liking it. So, let's write it down. It's for my waist. I can just put it right on because the first turn I'm going to put it right on. So we're going to put this on our waist. Waist. Plate mail girdle. Plate mail girdle. Yes, I'm wearing a girdle, guys. Girdle. Okay, so what does that have? That has plus 4 to defense, which is excellent. We're going to have 2 damage pips on it. It doesn't do any damage. It's going to be, the value is going to be 66 gold pieces. Wow. And to repair it, it's going to cost us 14 gold. So we kind of look something like that. All right. There we go. All right, guys. So here's where we're at. And I think we're going to do this Thursday night, only we're going to do a 2-hour spectacular Thursday night. That's the end of the turn. We're going to leave it right there, and we're going to leave right where we are. Now, when we go, we have to turn the map this way because that is where the area is. So when we roll on the map, it's going to be different. We already done the first part of that, but we're going to go pretty extensively, and we're going to go very long on Thursday night, and we'll see how this all turns out, hopefully. But right now, this is where we're at. We're looking for 3 weapons. We found armor, so that's not too bad. We've got monsters to fight. We put an hour in. I've also got to do a ton of painting, which is very important. So we need to get that done. So we're going to do this where we've already put an hour. We got out of town. We got going. Did you have the original book bound? Oh, I'm sorry. I missed something here. All right. So anyways, we're going to leave it right here. And when we come back, we're going to find out what's here. And we're going to keep on looking for those 3 pieces of armor. And hopefully we don't die along the way. We got plenty of time, but we're coming up to, we're going to burn some oil. And then we're going to be running into some more encounters. And we're going to have to negotiate all these wonderful things as we go through this wonderful adventure that we go through. Listen, this was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. So did you have the original book bound? Yes, I made this myself. I bound this myself. Where did you get your cheat sheets? I just printed out another version of the book, and I took the sheets out that I thought were valuable, and then I laminated them. Like I wanted the weapons. I probably should have put the armor in one too. I knew the treasure was going to come into play. And I knew Fine was going to come in play, but I wanted to make sure that I had the encounters, all the encounters, so that I was able to run into all these creatures, and we were able to write all this out. So that's pretty much how it goes. So this is where we're standing. Sir Seahawk is doing pretty well. He's finding his way. He's finding stuff. We have enough stuff where when we go back to town, we're going to be a little bit better, but we have to get there and we have to complete our mission. But there's plenty of things that can go completely wrong, and we are going to find out what those things are. So there we go. I think we've had a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed this. We will do more on Thursday evening. And it's that. And then Memorial Day, we're going to be playing something very special. And this week is MegaCon. And you're going to see a ton of stuff. Thanks for explaining, trying to figure out what I need to make this run smoothly. Well, just don't do what I did, and it'll run smoothly. All right, guys. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon.